Let's just dive back into some Psychonauts, huh? Let's just refamiliarize myself with the buttons. They conveniently have a few of them on screen here. That's my glowy ball. This is shield. That's a blast if I had one. It's a way to smack people. I think we're good to go. What are we trying to do? I think our mission was we had to save someone on this island. So Lily's bracelet. Oh yeah. The fish took her over here because there was someone stealing brains, if I recall. And they took her.
Have you crows seen her? Hey, I was talking to you, jerks.
No, wait, I mean, the Huh? Who are you working for?
What? I'm with the Psychonauts.
The who? Oh, that doesn't fit in. That doesn't fit in at all. Maybe I've got this all wrong. Oh, okay, but... Or else maybe the doctor's back at the clinic. And... the cows! No, wait, I mean... The manager, that boy band, in conjunction with those little green cops. No, wait, I mean... Hernando. Oh. I'm telling you, I don't know where the milkman is. Oh, one of my nostril hairs. Who are the puppet masters of the kid with the goggles? And everyone fooled. Ha! Like I don't know that they signed a secret treaty with the Pelicans to keep down witnesses, but they can't hide that they are working for the squirrels because they want a clean burning perpetual energy source. Yeah. Oh man, this stuff hot.
You just found a Psy challenge marker. Every time you find one of these, your Psy cadet rank goes up. Rank up enough and you'll get new Psy power moves.
The ice cream's in the web. The web is in the cream. G-Man, who you working for?
Alright, so it doesn't look like we can bounce it.
Since the year dot.
Even though it looks like we're kind of tall enough.
Cream. Shh. No, wait. Say that again? But when that happens, they turn it into chocolate milk, and nobody can tell the difference.
Who do you work for?
I'm the guard. I've been fully trained. Or else maybe those eggheads.
Hey, did you I'm trying to read your minds?
And with the full blessing of foreign
so
toy makers,
gross.
and maybe organized labor would die.
Do we have a mind reading skill that I'm forgetting? I feel like I remember us having... Rescue Lilith, get through the asylum gates, buy a cobweb duster at the camp, find enough deep arrowheads, put the dowsing rod for a cobweb duster. Alright,
Pulling in through the optics. No. Ah, like I don't know that they... Oh, right.
You gotta let me in. My friend's in there.
Sorry, the milkman has the key. I am not the milkman. I'm the guard. Have been fixing oil prices. And
How about
if I
you?
know anything, I know that they
it's on Steam, it is. Find the milkman.
are controlled by the doctors back at the clinic to get the AM tenderizer. Can I really be the only person who sees this?
And we can't go in the water, right? Yeah, there's the creature in the water. Find the milkman. I think we're supposed to do something with the birds.
Right.
Seen
Who
any
are the
suspicious
puppet masters
characters
of
around here lately?
those Bermuda
Yeah,
Triangle
yeah,
sharks
bugs are delicious.
sparring with me?
Tell me something I don't already
but
know.
someone has to get this information to the people.
I don't suppose you all want to pull together and
Squirrels
lift me up into that
are
tower?
eyes. The 5 richest families in the country, or else maybe, all those stupid crows with the full blessing of some sort of
I feel like I must be.
doing the dirty work of the fluoride
man.
producers.
Guess I'm
locked
locked
on
outside.
the outside and I'm locked on the inside. The analyticals, man, who are the puppet masters of Big Oil, are
I like
working
how-
for the Pelicans.
Big oil.
They obviously bit me all night, so I couldn't sleep, and nobody seems to care. No distractions. Someone has to get this information to the people.
Oh, the item we used to go into the fish. Where were... Where's that item at? I feel like I'm missing the map. We're out of bounds of the map. Things I gotta do. These look like our items in here.
Awesome, right?
Okay, there's those. Alright, yeah, we're missing. Like, I felt like I'm not remembering a game mechanic appropriately. If I could navigate over to the door.
Manager of that boy band. And, or else maybe, the milkman, in conjunction with those eggheads in their ivory tower, who are merely the pawns of, organized labor. And the doctor back at the clinic in conjunction with
Declan, if you need help, you need to go ask your mommy, please, okay?
the suits, the pit. Who lives, who dies, what the football scores are going to be.
I'm getting the feeling that you won't get too far with this fella unless you earn the power of telekinesis. You'll earn that power at rank 20. Do you still want to jump in and try? I thought... Didn't it say we were rank 20? I thought it said it hit rank 20. Oh, Psy Cadet rank 19 out of 100. Oh, hit Psy cards rank 20.
I don't want to be a lead weight on the table.
So,
Can I really
where are we
be
supposed to
the
go
only
then if
person who
we
sees
can't do
this?
anything useful with that? Can we go back across? If you blow that thing on the beach, our lungfish is going to come up out of the water and take you to the other side of the lake. Are you sure you want to do that? Yes.
What's up, Linda?
Prepare yourself for passage, human child.
Ugh.
Linda. Linda is nice. Alright, so...
Yep.
Linda is a classy lady. So, how do we... How do we acquire more Psy Cadet rank? Where do we go? Anybody who's played before recall? I just assumed we were going to be able to keep progressing through the story as we go, but apparently we're not high enough level.
Yep. Hey, where's my hamburger?
I told you.
Just kidding. I just want to buy stuff.
Don't push me, Sonny. I can reach you with this spatula. Oh, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up. They're happy to be rid. It doesn't look like you've got the rank you need there, kiddo. And there's no excuse for that. Plenty of ways to get promoted around here. Collecting mental figments and cobwebs helps you rank up. Alrighty then. What else can I do you for? Now, you take that psi core there, put it together with 9 psi cards, and you'll have yourself a brand new psi challenge marker, which is worth a
That's it
whole
for now.
rank, you know. Alright, go get more airheads and come on back.
He said So we have a Psi Core and we have Psi cards. Redeem these with Ford. So that, yeah, I used an arrowhead cheat because I want to just play through the story. I don't want to sit here and grind arrowheads all evening. So I gave ourselves a copious amount of arrowheads. Because chat last week said we would just be spending hours grinding a bunch of arrowheads. So I don't really want to play games to grind for forever. Spend them and buy more stuff. I can't buy most of the stuff there.
Hey,
Most of
anything
the
you
stuff requires higher
you take
ranks.
that, dream fluffs. Oh, that's my last cobweb
This
duster.
requires
Now,
rank
with
20,
that, you
this
can
requires
choose the-
30, this
Here's
requires-
something every young Psi cadet
take it.
needs. Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves.
From now on, useful psychic energy will automatically be drawn towards you.
What else can I do you for? Now,
take it.
Alrighty then. What else can I do you for?
Take it.
Excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
That's it for now.
All right.
And this said check with redeem with Ford. So we have Psi cords and Psi cards.
Go get more airheads and come on back.
So I think we're supposed to go. Ford's the guy in the underground basement, if I recall.
This way to Lake
Vandalizing
Oblongata.
camp property will result in immediate expulsion from the facility.
Okay, there's a map over here. There's the parking lot. There's the lake. I think it's up over here was where we wanted to go. It's nighttime out too, so there's kind of scary monsters running around. This is not technically the way I wanted to go. So there's the parking lot. So I'm gonna go this way.
Hey! Hey!
Where you can let on fire, but the psychic animals chat.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Want to go to Ford
Let's go to
Sanctuary.
Ford's, I mean, my sanctuary.
Hey,
Yes,
Hamblin,
noble
thanks for the 16
Psychomaster.
months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. Good evening.
Rasputin, come up here. There's something you should see.
Yep.
You're the only one left, son. Can't even make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
Sasha said he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did. No, something's happened to them. Rasputin, listen. You're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin. Not as the Ford Cruller you know.
What? Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind. But you seem fine to me.
Yes, when I'm down here, near the Titanium motherlode, the concentrated power of the Titanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities, with no memory of who I really am.
The janitor,
I'm no use to it
the
unless you need
shopkeeper,
something
that's
great
great.
or mocked.
We thought he was
Well,
undercover. He's really
You
just
can call
shattered shit.
headquarters and get help.
The Psychonauts won't listen to me. They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my missions. Headquarters doesn't know I'm the one behind the assignment, so they'd never get approved. But Sasha and Mia seem to be out of commission now. You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
Wait, we need to talk to him about the... whatever it's called, right?
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
Ready to go back to the field.
I'm ready to go back into the field.
Okay, let's see if I remember exactly where you were.
Oh, this sends me back out. Oh, right. I'm dumb. We could have used the bacon to get to him, right?
Delicious.
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction.
That's useful to know. I don't think they strictly explained that mechanic to us. I don't also don't think they explained redeem these with Ford. We don't have any brains recovered yet, but I have psi cards and psi cores. Yeah, we must redeem them somewhere down here. Looking it up, thanks, Shinsun. Seems to be a Google search.
Now, before you go electrocuting yourself, let me tell you how these babies work. Now, this beauty here is a mental cobweb detangler.
Ooh, I know what those are. Mental cobwebs are...
You see, when an area of your psyche is neglected for too long, mental cobwebs form. Now, up in the camp store, they sell a very special device known as a mental cobweb duster. You can take a projection of it into the mental world with you and use it to extract any cobwebs you find. The duster stores the cobweb's psychic energy on the real world side. So you can take what you collect back here, hook it up to the loom, and weave that tangled mess into something useful. Like a card from a side challenge marker, which brings us to this fella over here. You put 9 psi cards into this guy.
Here it is.
Along with 1 psi core, also sold in the company store for nominal fee, and it will kick out a bona fide side challenge marker, which will earn you a promotion to a higher rank. Rank up enough, you'll earn new psychic abilities.
This is exactly what we
Got it?
need.
Put my mental cobwebs in there, and my psi cards and cores in there.
Yep, basically. Have fun.
Ford said that I can use this...
Oh, wrong side. Rank up, new side power earned. Alright, I think
I
we
don't
can
have
do
enough
another.
psi cards to make a new psi challenge mark.
That's true. Thought it only needed 9. Oh, it did. It did all of them at once. We're ranked 21 now. Got it. That's smart. Yes, and now we're ranked to buy a cobweb duster too. It said we needed telekinesis. What's the question mark Dorko doing over here? Yeah, maybe we have to talk to Ford. Oh, the bacon? Let's bake it. Let's see it. Oh, maybe it's because we're already here? I think he's up over here, right? Hey, nice salamander. Salamander. I can read usernames, I swear. I really can't.
In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for telekinesis. With telekinesis, we can use our minds to grasp an object and then throw it. Go ahead, try it yourself.
No, Steve Rubin's right, Salamander.
Get a good grip on it with your mind. Now just think about where you want it to go. Yes. Now, when you've chosen... Oh, good throw. Now, let's see if you can make it through the hoop.
You sound like my dad.
Hey, I've been thinking about that. Why'd that guy hate psychics so much? What did we ever do to him?
Well, psychics killed his whole family. Cursed them and all their descendants to die in water.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk about baggage.
Tell me about it. And the weird thing is, I'm pretty sure he's actually psychic himself.
Ha! Cuckoo! Well, you can work on him when you get home. For now. Oops. Through the hoop, Rasputin. Oh, be careful now. Very nice. Now, set me down easy and go pick up some... Very nice. Now, set me down easy and go pick up something that won't blow up your head if you make it mad.
Hey, Tiago, thank you for the 17
Grab
months.
it.
I appreciate it. Welcome
Oh,
back.
great shot. Let's see you do that again. Now, try to throw that baby right through the hoop.
Thanks for keeping me around.
Bingo! Okay, last one. Right down the center. Come on. Now, let me show you something. Pick that trash can up and aim your toss at the side of the caravan. Kablooey! Throwing something against a wall is a little more destructive than tossing it around on the ground, isn't it? Oh no, another one of my sensors. Now, how'd that get in here? Looks like we're in luck. He doesn't see you yet. Why don't you smash him on the head with that handy trash can? Come on! Use telekinesis to pick up the trash can and throw it at that sensor. Bullseye!
Looks like the trash took him out.
Next lesson, we'll work on your snappy one-liners.
The game controller really does not like to let me get to this one. Yes, that one there. Alright, so you can send me
Agent
back.
Cruller,
What is the current situation?
I'm ready to go back into the field.
Okay, let's see if I remember exactly where you were.
So we want to stop and grab the cobweb duster, and then we can go back to the lake where we need to be.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
The
Drop me
main
outside
lodge.
the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger this time, will you?
Yep. Hey, anything new in the store?
Take a look. Whoa, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up. They're happy to be... Alrighty then.
Cobweb duster is a real-world device that can project itself along with you into the mental world. Aim it at any mental cobwebs you find and press Y to collect the webs. Later, bring the cobweb duster to Cruller Sanctuary.
What else can I do you for? And with that, you can change the color of some of your psi powers. Like
That's
your
it for now.
levitation ball. Alright, go get more airheads and come on back.
Okay, so you want to go back down to the lake then and call Linda. Linda's gonna help us out, chat. Evening dong diggity. Oh, Twitch names.
What's up, Linda?
Prepare yourself for passage, human child.
Hi, Linda. Don't you love Linda's warm embrace, chat? Okay, so now
Foreign toy makers. Or it's maybe, the president's brother. Ha! With the backing of, some sort of power. You know, signed a secret treaty with the Pelicans. But they can't hide that they... Huh?
I can't wait to use Sasha's psychic
the
portal
psycho...
door.
What's
Jump
it?
in. I can't
and
wait
who
to use
wins?
Sasha's psychic portal
Them.
door.
Who
that's not what we wanted to do.
Not another tracking device.
Well, we clicked on the wrong guy. I think we were aiming for the bird, but...
It's perfect, isn't it?
Yes.
Almost complete. Just a few missing pieces.
Yes. Now, which piece talks about the milkman? The one who opens the asylum gate?
But it's all about the milkman. Can't you see?
Is this like one of those 3D paintings? I can never do those.
No, you just gotta learn to see it like I see it. There's something in the fridge that might help you see the world like I do.
Ooh, sorry. I don't drink. Before noon, I mean.
Hey, little girl, get your finger out of there. Okay, but...
Clairvoyance lets you see through the eyes of another. Try it on a person directly or on a handheld object that bears this special aura.
The Pelicans. Yeah.
Good lord.
The milkman's dead? Ah, crud.
Burned up in a department store fire. Didn't you hear? At least that's what the media would have you believe. Is he dead or not? Go to the graveyard. Dig him up. Oh, you'll find something all right. But it's neither man nor milk. The dog track regulators. No, wait, I mean... Oh, right. President's brother. Oh, assassin.
Neither man nor
In their
milk.
way. Okay, Bob? Be careful. They're watching all the time.
Okay.
That's the teleporter. He thinks everyone's watching him, chat. Even the fire hydrants have cameras in them. I give you now a live look into the mind of QAnon.
Dangerous conditions ahead. Being on a road crew is arduous, but rewarding. Stop.
Got it.
crew workers only beyond the yellow line.
You guys are road crew workers?
Yes, we work on the road with these red signs.
I see. Well, do you guys know where the milkman is?
Why do you ask that question? Are you the milkman?
Do I look like a milkman to you?
That information is restricted to the road crew. Please move along.
I am on the road crew.
No, Ed.
This is my stop
Hello,
sign.
fellow road crew worker. Welcome to the road crew. Slow to 15 miles per hour. I cannot wait until the next payday.
What a trip.
I am fixing the telephone lines. I can climb telephone poles.
Man, the
I can
view
listen to
in
phone
this
conversation
neighborhood
without
is
stop. This is a restricted area. The hedge area is only for those who trim hedges. Come with us. What is the purpose of the goggles? How old are you? Who is the milkman? Where did you get the red sign?
there's a
I am on
lot.
the road crew.
The
This
road
is
is
my
out.
stop
Hello,
sign.
fellow road crew worker. Welcome to the road crew.
We must have put the road crew sign away by mistake.
Yep.
The road is out, and we are working on it. Stop. This is a restricted area.
Damn it.
I am a waste management technician. There are no documented cases of alligators found alive in sewers.
A waste management technician.
That's France.
I would buy some cookies, but I don't have any milk. Do you have any idea where I could buy some milk for my cookies?
Ah! Creepy man!
Okay, so these people have plungers, so we need to find a plunger. We just get inside the house?
Yep.
Clairvoyance doesn't do anything on this person. I think we need to find whatever objects they're holding. It looks like we can climb up this thing here. I mean, inside the... Oh, there's a person inside the house? Where? Am I missing someone? Am I blind? There's someone in here, right? It saw the milkman, chat. It knows. It knows.
The sewer is very important, and we are responsible for its stop. This is a restricted area. The sewer carries human waste.
Well, I can go past them. Okay. So the plunger might be up this way.
Got it. This hat box needs a hat box tag.
Man, the angles and perspectives in this area are really trippy. Trying to like keep oriented on where we're going.
Got it.
Hey, evening, Autumn. Yeah, this one's bad. This one's a trip, for sure. This level more than most. Oh, it's watching us. That's funny. Equip telekinesis. Oh, do you think telekinesis is useful? I thought that was talking about the birds. We found clairvoyance in here. Where's telekinesis? This top one, yeah.
Let me down or I'll scream for the police!
Okay. Oh, they're all the same. I was wondering how this girl was moving around, but there's multiple little girls and they just all look the same.
Can't get a good grip.
These houses technically have different things to grab in them, but they're all mostly the same. Damn it.
The most pleasant sewers can be found in Paris, France.
You hear that, chat? The most pleasant sewers can be found in Paris, France.
Can't get a good grip.
They're all generic suburban house, yep. It's real trippy, Precipic. Like what how do I get over there? It's like sideways? Maybe if we walk this way, we can then bounce over.
Due to
Yeah,
illegal
the
disposal
dude's a
of hazardous
conspiracy
materials,
nut.
sewer water is often highly radioactive.
It's because he twists the world around him to match his perspective.
This is my watering can.
It's an apt observation.
Water them.
Seen any suspicious characters around here lately?
The fact that everything is like looking at him constantly is great. All the cameras popping up and like the eyes on the mailboxes and stuff. Oh, I scared the bird. Yeah, I should probably clairvoyance the next one. I feel like we need to... Okay, so here's a... What do these guys have? These guys have watering
Plants need
cans?
to have water poured on them because they have no hands to hold glasses of water. My God, why?
Boyd fired again. Boyd Cooper. Ah, the old Molotov at the workplace. Ex-workplace. He wasn't kidding about burning it down, chat. Yup. Quite the stable genius.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
They fired him because they're part of the conspiracy, duh.
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
The sewer is very important, and we are responsible for its upkeep.
I'm not getting it.
This job is unsavory.
I'm not getting
but it must be
anything.
performed by
I
someone.
must be out of range or something.
I often smell of next. Why don't you come in here and do that, tough guy?
Okay, so I assume we need the plunger. Do we need an earlier item to get the plunger, maybe?
This is my job, to work on the phone lines.
He needs a
Testing,
phone
testing.
to get up
1,
there.
2, 3.
These guys need hedge trimmers.
Someday, the popularity of mobile phones will make my job obsolete. Can you
Not
hear me?
getting-
Stop. This is a restricted
getting
area. Only phone
must
company
be out of
and look.
range.
Stop. This is a
I'm not
restricted
getting
area.
anything. I must be out of range or something.
I can listen to any phone. Why don't you come in here and do that, tough guy? Stop. This is a
I'm not
restricted
getting
area.
anything. I must be out of range or something.
Someday, the popularity of
I'm not
mobile
getting
phones will
anything.
make my job obsolete.
I'm not getting
It's
anything.
not working on
I
anything.
must be out of range or something.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out
This
of
is my
range or
job,
something.
to work on the phone lines. Is there anyone on the line? Why don't
I'm
you
not
come in
getting
here
anything.
and do that, tough guy?
I must be out of
Why don't
range
you
or
come in
something.
here and do that, tough guy?
Yeah, weird. Okay, was it bug baby?
Stop. This is a restricted area. Stop. This is a restricted area.
Oh, that was me that he was watching. Whoops. I forgot I was still controlling myself.
I can listen to any phone conversation that I want, but do not because of my sense of professional responsibility. Hello. I am fixing the telephone lines. I can climb telephone poles. Testing.
Wait,
testing.
it thinks
1,
I'm the
2,
milkman?
3. This is my job, to work on the phone lines. Stop. This is a restricted area.
I am on the road
Is there
crew.
anyone on
this
the
is
line?
my stop sign.
I have a special phone. Someday, the popularity of mobile phones will make my job obsolete. Can you hear me?
The popularity of
I can
mobile
climb
phones will
telephone
make
poles.
my job obsolete.
Someday, the popularity of mobile phones will make my job obsolete. I have a special phone. This is my job, to work on the phone lines. I am fixing the telephone lines.
Alright, so I feel like we need to find the objects that some of these people are holding, right? So like there's a phone, there's garden cutters, or a plunger. We went into a bunch of the houses and we didn't find it.
There are no documented cases of alligators found alive in sewers.
I am on the road crew. This is my stop sign.
Is there anyone on the line?
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
Apologies. I went into a bunch of the houses already. It's not a bit in this one though.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Evening Fox.
I wear sunscreen while cutting hedges to prevent melanomas from forming on my skin.
To prevent melanomas from forming on my skin. Oh, it is in the car. Alright, I have hedge trimmers.
I can listen to any phone conversation that I want, but do not, I'm glad of my sense of professional trim these hedges. Cutting the bush does not hurt it. This part of the hedge is too tall. Hedges become unruly over time and need to be trimmed. I am glad you are here to help me trim these hedges. I am glad you are here to help me trim these.
Do what I can. Alright, and these dorks need a rolling pin?
Over time, my husband will desire me less to trim these hedges, but he will always enjoy my pies. Apple pies are very popular. For the last several years, This is my house, and I am responsible for its upkeep. I am making a pie. Rhubarb is a controversial pie variety.
Can't get a good grip.
Why don't you come in here and do that? Why don't you come in here and do that? Why don't you come in here and do that, tough guy? Why don't you come in here and do that, tough guy? It is important not to use too much pressure when rolling out a pie crust. I am making a pie.
I didn't put in the cheat code for arrowheads. I didn't want to spend all night grinding them. I want to just actually play the game.
Pies are delicious. This rolling pin is a tool I use to make pies. Pies come in many flavors.
There were arrowheads in one of the other cars. But yeah, I should probably go back and smack all the cars.
Testing,
Do I want to go all the way back to the beginning?
1, 2, 3. Is there anyone on the line? Come work on the phone.
You don't think we need to smack more cars? Is the rolling pin in here, or do I need to come back after getting it from somewhere else?
I like to trim hedges.
It is important not to. I am glad you are here to help me trim these hedges. Someday, the popularity of mobile phones will make my job obsolete.
So, we're looking for plunger and rolling pin.
Though I often smell of excrement, I deserve your respect because I provide a valuable service.
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
Make sure we checked all the areas, huh? There's also shovel and watering can we can keep an eye out for.
Is important.
I don't think we walked as far as we could go this way. The graveyard needs a shovel. Hey, evening, dude light. Hey. I guess we will continue to keep smacking the cars. We found a watering can. They've got arrowheads and stuff in there anyways. This is our third session. No, it's the second vault. We've been playing for about an hour though. We're only like we're literally like the character right after where we left off. The milkman was at the top of the spot where we ended last time. Yeah, I can go back to the area that had the watering can. Wherever in the hell that was. I feel like that was through here, or am I confused now? No, it must have been further back. Oh, here we are. Yeah.
That is a fine watering can. May I ask how much you paid for it? That is a fine watering can. May I ask how much you paid for it? That is a fine watering can. May I...
I am making a pie.
Okay, we want to put our watering can back on before we go out there. Yeah.
That is a fine watering can. May I ask how much you paid for it?
Okay, and then
The sewer is very
the
important, and we are responsible for its upkeep.
rolling pin was back in the house over here that had rolling pin was here.
I like to
I
trim
have a
hedges.
special. I am glad you are here to help me trim these hedges.
I am making a pie.
Hello, welcome to my house. Please stay and make pie. My stories are about to come with us.
Damn it!
Who is the milkman? Who do you?
I clicked the button to drop my thing.
This is my job. To
I
on
like
the
to
phone
trim
lines.
hedges.
Come work on the phone lines with us.
I am making a pie.
Hello, welcome to my house. Please stay and make pie. My stories are about to come on.
Yep.
Come with us.
Did I not?
I like to trim hedges.
Was there not anything useful in
Come work
there?
on the phone lines
We got
with
an ammo up, but that was it? Was there not any actual progress, or did I miss it?
I am making a pie.
Hello, welcome to my house. Please stay and make pie. My stories are about to come on. I am famous for my pie-making abilities. When my husband drinks excessively, I may threaten him with this rolling pin, though we still love each other very much. Cherry is a flavor of pie.
Oh.
It is important not to use too much pressure when rolling out a pie crust.
Oh, yes. You know.
Rhubarb is a controversial pie variety. Pies come with us.
It's fine. There doesn't appear to be a penalty for going to jail. The road crew workers are where we started. Do you think I need to go back over there? I didn't really explore a whole ton over there.
I can climb telephone poles.
We've not used clairvoyance on the crew.
Is there anyone on the line?
And I probably want the crow feather up so it doesn't,
There are no documented cases of alligators found alive in sewers. Plants need to have water poured on them because they have no hands to hold glasses of water.
Is there another raven? There was a raven over here, and I ran up and it flew away. It doesn't look like it's flown back. Levitate the gate where we got the feather from? I don't remember where that is. Oh, okay.
I am a grieving widow.
Use the flowers to infiltrate the graveyard. Alright. I am a grieving widow.
Ah, I see that you are grieving. I will give you your space. Boo-hoo.
Hey, I'm just gonna walk through, okay?
Sorry, we widows are busy grieving in here. Come with us. I am wondering why.
I am a grieving widow.
Boo-hoo. Ah, I see that you are grieving. I will give you your space. Ah, I see that you are grieving. I will give you your space.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
The cemetery is filled with dead people. I wish my loved one was not dead, but alive. I am a sad widow. The dead people are underground.
Oh, we can
and I
burn
brought
thorns. Right, we have more powers.
flowers because I am sad.
Yes! Burn!
These flowers
Man,
are a token
I
of
hope no
my
one notices
remembrance
all
for
this
my
fire.
loved one. I am sad. I wish my loved one had remembered to indicate me as the beneficiary of his 401k plan. I wish my loved one was not dead, but alive. I am a sad widow. What?
We have a gun. Is that helpful? What do you
I
see
cannot
me
wait
as?
until the next payday. I have dangerous conditions ahead. Slow to 15 miles per hour. Stop. This is a restricted area.
We need a plunger. Let's explore over here a little bit. Yeah, I didn't really explore a ton over here. We need the punch code. Oh, we can talk to this guy to jump back down there, right?
Assassins are gonna make fun of me. I don't want to mail that. I don't want to mail anything in this creepy mailbox. I hacked it. This'll work for sure. Rats. It's fake.
Stop.
I'm
This is a
worried the other
restricted
assassins are
area.
gonna make fun of me.
Yeah, we got there.
Got it. I don't want to hurt the cameras. They're my only chance of seeing how to get through this basement. I work in the sewers.
We have a plunger, chat. So you couldn't get through here without the cobweb duster. Got it. Yeah, that would have been gated forever. How do I lock onto a guy again? Okay, got it. Or did I need to kill all those things? Oh, I need telekinesis to throw them. Oh, okay. Got it. Alright, and now we have a plunger.
I work in the
This job
sewers.
is unsavory, but it must be performed by someone. They got Freddy. Poor Freddy. He was such a good secret agent. I mean, assassin. Who is shooting at us?
My controller really does not like... Can I... Nope. Keyboard and mouse also doesn't really like letting me select this. I have to hit both at once. Got it.
Fake. I'm worried the other
Watch out,
assassins
fellow
are gonna
assassin.
make fun of me.
There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
Oh, I need the shield, I'd assume, right?
I like to shoot
Fake.
people.
I'm worried the other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
And book depositories. Watch out, fellow assassin. There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
Got it!
Freeze! Don't come any closer. I'll never tell you the location of the milkman. Never!
Okay, let's all just settle down and talk.
Ah!
Where is the milkman? Who is the milkman?
Good lord.
What is the mission of the milkman?
Come closer. And I'll tell you.
Glad I never bought any of those.
Thanks for the 50 months, Andrew. I appreciate it. Welcome
The
back.
view from up here is pretty good, but I still can't see enough. I need a way to get even higher. Like super high. As if I were flying. I know. Maybe I could find some stilts. Stop, helicopter! Land and let me in. I want to see the view from up there, please.
Evening, Logan.
I am a helicopter pilot. I like to fly helicopters. We are looking for the milkman.
She's talking about a pie,
We
Andrew.
don't know where he is.
I was very sad because last year I did not. Last year she was sick
Helicopters can go
with
up and
being
down.
pregnant with Haley, and I didn't get my traditional pumpkin pie that I
Man,
eat
these guys
in
are
its
dumb.
entirety by myself.
Hey, wait. What's that? I'll bet that's him.
So if she's talking about pie, she's thinking of me.
The milkman.
Helicopters move sideways too, but not as fast as planes.
He's on that remote island over there. What the heck is that sound?
Oh, there's the phone, so it could be a phone
Hello?
carrier.
Who is the milkman?
Boyd, is this you? I think I found the milkman.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who is this?
Okay, from now on, your name isn't Boyd. It's Royd, because you're such a big pain in my butt.
If you see a lady tossing her cookies, run away.
I would eat a lot of $3 pies, all for the price of one $12 pie.
It's fake. I'm more
Yeah, we need
other
to use the phone
assassins are
lines
gonna
now.
make fun of me.
Adjustments need to be made when firing in the wind. I am found on rooftops, in clock towers, and book depositories. My motivation.
I am a skilled phone repairer.
Damn it! Oh! Oh! Oh, that! Yeah, okay, okay, well, let's not...
Watch it! Hey! Watch it! I am a skilled phone repairer.
Come work on the phone lines with us. Operator.
Hey!
Well...
I am a skilled phone repairer.
Adjustments need to be made.
I am a
when
skilled
firing in
phone
the wind.
repairer.
Come work on the phone lines with us. This is my job, to work on the phone lines.
Nailed it. Good evening, Paula. The classic phone lines riddled with electricity. I like things that are both gigantic and delicious. It's really good, Kleds. It's probably the best written game I've ever played. I think the comedy rating in it's probably better than Portal 2 even, which is saying something.
Just a minute! Ah! Coming! It better not be that creepy guy again. Ah! Just a minute! It better not be that creepy guy again. Ah!
Okay, so we need to be someone else, I assume, here.
Stop, helicopter. Land and let me in. I want to see the view from up there,
Be
please.
right there! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it? Hello? Coming! Gosh, I sure hope someone is there this time. Who is it? Hello? Ah!
Can you lift her? Oh, that's a good question.
Coming! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it? Hello?
Can't get a good grip.
Just a minute! It better not be that creepy guy again.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good
Hello?
grip.
Ah!
Wonder if I can light her on fire.
Just a minute! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it? Ah! Coming! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it? Hello? Just a minute! Gosh, I sure hope someone is there this time. Who is it? Hello? Ah!
We need to get invisibility. Someone said 25. We're almost 25, I think. We're 25 out of 100. Does that mean I just have to go see Ford? If I'm 25 out of 100?
Hey, why don't you just take a little nibble of that and see if I can taste it too?
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction.
He likes bacon, so you shake the bacon next to your head to let him know that you need his help. And then he psychically pulls you out back to HQ. Come on now, it's very straightforward and simple to follow. Makes perfect sense. Basic science.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
You should cut 2 bacons for 2 cheats. Go down quick, Johnny.
I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Good luck, Rasputin.
He does not appear to give me invisibility. And thanks for the 2/3 of a year, quick, Johnny. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. So there's an invisibility that's one of the 2 remaining merit badges. We cash in our cobwebs. Well, that's a good question. Think so? Oh, new side power at rank 30. So do we have to get to 30 then? But you can buy levels from the store. No, I don't think that's true. You can buy the Psy cores, but you need 9 cards to go with a core. Yeah. Settings. I need to change this for a second. Alright, my listed cheat code's not working. It says all psi powers. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. XX.
I still need to buy a psi core at the camp store before I can use this machine to make psi challenge markers. I still need to buy a psi core at the camp store before I can use this machine to make psi challenge markers.
So the one I have listed here doesn't appear to work. It says all psi powers XX FE tab F. That's it. That doesn't appear to work. The progression gating, you need to be in the pause screen or something. No, I didn't earlier. I unlocked the arrowheads and it just worked. Put a different power on my back thing so I stopped using it by mistake. The thing I did earlier, it said I had to hold down shift and right click at the same time and then do it. So XX FE tab F. I mean, I guess we don't have a choice but to go around and do things. The thing's not working. In this instance, shouldn't take too long. We technically just need to go get 36 of those, right? And if we clear cobwebs, it shouldn't take too long. The problem is, what other mines can we go collect cobwebs from? Because everybody else is like gone, right? Like all the people disappeared. Can I go back to to the portal thing? Okay, and I can revisit them all from there. I don't need to have the actual people there. It just like leaves them logged basically.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Can this not take me back to... I guess I want the main lodge.
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger this time, will you?
I don't want to go back to where I was, though. I want to go back... I did not, Captain. This game's lucky it's well written. If I didn't enjoy the story as much as I was, I probably would have bailed out with tedious progression gating like this is doing, but that's fine. I don't mind like optional extra things, but like the random tedious progression gating is like there's really no super good reason to require me to do this. Like having optional extras is good and even fun.
Not much to do here except clean up all the cobwebs, collect all the figments, and get any vaults that are left.
I am not streaming Magic anymore, no. Magic's been a steaming dumpster fire. And unless it turns out that I have to stream Magic, do this as a job, I don't intend to go back. Now, what's sad is what Magic's turned into over the last however many years. Also like, the joke of... the joke that is Magic Arena. All the screenshots of Magic Arena going around right now are just like, comical. It's amazing what that team ships into production. And I'm sure they're understaffed and underpaid, but like... It's like very, very validating in my decision to focus on other things.
Got it.
They have no incentive to fix their software or make it better more consistently either, because like... Correct. The fact that it's management fault doesn't make it less of a problem. And like, management has no incentive to throw more money at it, because even when their software is bad and embarrassing, they're still making money hand over fist, so like, people are still gonna shovel money at them, so they don't care if it's broken half the time. Until the money machine stops printing money, the incentive to make it better is real, real low. Do I not have any teleport options? Is this the whole world? I thought this one was bigger. I thought there was another area. Yeah, it's over here, right? Yeah, there we go. There should be other cobwebs in here, right? And hey, we just ranked up. Where's my guy? Oh. We just ranked up based on fragments too, so we only need to get to 30. That's fine.
Got it.
So my opinion on Magic Online, unplayable garbage. It's slow and clunky, and every Magic Online constructed format involves the card Teferi Time Raveler, so I have very little desire to play it, even if Magic Online was better. Teferi takes everything fun out of Magic the Gathering. Did I miss a cobweb? Runeterra is great. Real video games are great. If I can play Runeterra and real video games as my job, I intend to. I think a lot of Magic players basically have Stockholm Syndrome, and they'd realize if they took a break from it, how great other things are, and how little enjoyment they derive on average from Magic. Where's the cobweb? That's just a glowy purple thing. I also think a lot of Magic players it's a meme that Magic players complain a lot, but like Wizards does a lot of things worth complaining about in my opinion, and it's kind of crazy. I think a lot of people don't realize how much that negativity from like the thing that's supposed to give them joy, like how much that negativity actually like grinds on them when you spend time being upset at the thing you're supposed to be enjoying. Like there's enough things in real life that are annoying. Yeah, that should be enough, right? Wait, is there one more over here?
Man, these things smell terrible. Am I sure I want to do this?
No, we're not a high enough. We're not a high enough level to get in there yet, but we just collected enough things that I think we should be able to get through to it. Okay, and now I need to go
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
I need to go to the lodge to go buy
Bring me back a burger.
to go buy things to pair with it. Yeah, I agree, Dumber. And it's really hard to take a step back from Magic because a lot of people have invested both a heavy amount of time and money into it. And even just investing one or the other makes it hard. The sunk cost fallacy is strong, and the psychological aspect of how they get you to play every day is tough.
Now with that, you take that psi core there, put it together with nines. Excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
I'll take it.
Alrighty then. What else can I do you for?
I'll take it.
Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for?
I'll take it.
Alrighty then. What else can I do you for? Now, you take that. Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for?
That's it for now.
Alright.
Alright, then we use the bacon to get back.
Okay, what's the situation?
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction. Go get more airheads and come on back.
It'll be really interesting someday to see if you know, governments ever get up off their butt and do right by their citizens, and especially kids, and regulate loot box companies like Magic and Reed.
My cobweb duster is empty. I need to go extract more cobwebs from people's minds.
Well, I thought we got more than that last time. That's fine. If we just go through... If we just go through one more mind, we should be okay. Thanks, Regan. Yeah, if you're looking for card games, I really can't recommend Runeterra enough. The gameplay is good, and Riot's doing a lot of things great as a company. At a minimum, putting an 18+ sticker on all those things, Captain, would wake a lot of people up and make them realize, oh, this has an 18+ sticker for a reason.
What is the current situation?
I'm ready to go back into the field.
Okay, let's see if I remember exactly where you were.
I think he puts us right back where we were, right? Yeah, which is here. So now I have to, like, walk back to the other place. It's really awkward that we can't get back to the memory thing instantly. Any videos you check out first if you're looking to get into Runeterra. Tolarian Community College has a really good how to play video, but honestly, I just install it and play the tutorial. The tutorial is really good, and it has a bunch of extra optional levels that like teach you how the game works past the tutorial. It's very, very well done. You said we want to go back into the coach's mind? Is a good one to go through? Thanks, Rain. Yeah, I do Runeterra stuff every morning these days, and I do variety stuff every evening, and all ends up on my YouTube channel.
And get in.
You've reached the brain of Coach Oleander. I'm currently occupied with matters in another part of my mind right now. But for those students who'd like to run the course again for extra credit or for a makeup exam, I'll leave it open. But I won't be here to watch over you, so please, children, be careful. Your minds mean everything to us.
It will be November soon, thankfully. Soon, soon, soon. Oh, I guess we got most of the fragments in here already. We might also be able to get to some other areas more easily that don't have the, hey, evening, Zach. We might also be able to get to some other areas that we couldn't get to because of the what's it called, because they didn't have this. Trying to get fragments to die. This is why we left these ones last time. We let go too soon, Chip. Not found any cobwebs yet. that's the end of the level.
Man, these things smell terrible. Am I sure I want to do this? Yes, I want to go back to the real world that badly.
Sasha, Coach, Lungfishopolis. This one's fun at least. This one's cute at least.
Gargalore!
Hey, shouldn't this place be much...
Climb the pole near the picnic tables.
quieter now that Kochama is gone?
Well, there's still some crazy Navy guys who haven't realized that the war is over, but we got them on the run, I think. Got some really aggressive flyers at the printer right now. Should sway popular opinion our way in no time.
So you don't mind if I smash up some more tanks and planes and stuff?
Gargalore, you may smash it all. This whole area is scheduled for reforestation. Kochama built this city for us. Lungfish weren't meant to live in cities.
Well, okay then. I'll bet I can save you a bit on the demolition costs.
Yeah, go nuts. You can squish people too if you want. My family lives in a whole other town.
Not much to do here except clean up all the cobwebs, collect all the figments, and get any vaults that are left.
Hey, Grafalia, thanks for the 23 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing all right out there.
Yep.
There's some more fragments up there.
It's okay. Gargalore,
So, for those of you that are just joining us, each of the levels in this game, you're in the mind of someone or a creature. And in this case, we're inside the mind of a fish.
No! Wait, it's Gargalore.
And the fish basically views us as Godzilla, so...
stop him.
Linda, yeah. Linda is the fish.
No! Not the
I don't think that's
Natural
gonna
History
work.
Museum!
I love you, Gargalore.
Good lord, he's impervious to bullets and love.
He's impervious to bullets and love, chat.
Holy smokes, those goggles are 5,000 meters tall.
Got it!
our shield ran out. What happened? Alright, let's try and get some of the things Pressa pick Zeldos that can give us levels. We just need one level up at this point, so that way we can get the invisibility to find the milkman.
I want to go back to the real world that badly.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger this time, will you?
Main lodge roof, climb the pole near the picnic tables to reach the tightrope. Looks like there. Damn it. There's even a card up there, too. That's nice. New side power, see Ford for details. Alright. Bacon.
Huh? Hey, looks like you're ready to take on a new psychic power. Ready to come back and get your new merit badge?
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
We get to get back to actual gameplay.
In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for invisibility. Okay, let's play a game. Look out, another sensor. Oh no, you're out of ammo.
No, I'm not.
You are now. Here are the rules. Take this guy out, but if he sees you at all, you lose. Go get him. Hey, where'd he go? Oh, well done. That's the power of invisibility. I think I've heard the kids around camp refer to this technique as silent but deadly.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
I'm ready to go back into the field.
Okay, let's see if I remember exactly where
Hey,
you
Vin,
were.
thanks for the 35 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Glad you've been enjoying the variety stuff. I have too. Thanks for supporting my continued endeavors here on the channel.
Hey! Watch it!
Alright, and then to get back to the milkman. back down to this thing and choose this thing from the list of them, right? Pretty sure that's it for progression stuff. We'll see. There's still one more power we don't have, right?
Come work on the phone lines with us.
So we'll find out. That power is useless. Okay. Just like an added extra for funsies would be great. I think it said palm balm there.
Be right there! Who is it? Hello?
Aha!
Oh, hello there. Have you come to pay for your rainbow treats? We knew you would. Won't you join us in our Rainbow Squirt Pledge of Purpose?
To promote niceness, to make the world prettier, to share candy with everyone, to obfuscate the true nature of the milkman, to protect the milkman at all costs. To destroy all who would harm the milkman or threaten to reveal his secret objective.
Go, girls! Protect the milk! Do not follow! The milk is not ready, and you are not ready for the milk!
Are you ready for the milk, chat? Drink up.
I told you not to follow. Now you must die!
But
That is the way of the Rainbow Squirts! Die! This box is free!
Fight the Den Mother. This is probably gonna be useful, huh?
Die! Have some cookies! Treats for you! Die! No milk for you! Ha! Ha! Treats for you! Die!
Oh, I can fall off the platform too.
This box is free. Gutsy!
You can use her eyes. Okay.
Have some cookies. Gutsy! Enough! It's time for me to pluck out your eyes!
Ha! You can't. That is the purpose of the goggles.
Fine, then I'll do this. Because I can! Treats for you! No milk for you!
Yeah, the clairvoyance isn't working.
Treats for you! Die! No milk for you! Ha! Die! Ha! No milk for you! Die! Oh! What have you done? He wakes!
That's fine. We're good.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
And the sea shall run white with his rage.
The sea shall run white with his rage. Is that what they told you? It was his rage.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Special delivery today. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
Boyd? Are you okay?
Time for the final delivery to this address.
Hey, is that milk regular kind? Or the exploding dream kind?
It's fortified with what the world wants. What the world deserves.
Are you sure you don't want to just talk about this, Boyd?
It's fortified with what the world deserves, chap.
I don't think... Don't worry, Frankie. I'll put this one right next to Kitty's.
Excellent find, a fellow cadet's brain. If you take it back to Ford Cruller for recranialization, your total mental health potential will be increased.
I got a brain.
Finally, now your ears won't whistle so much when the wind blows.
No, I meant I recovered a stolen brain.
Oh, I know what you meant. Sheesh, you and Sasha. No sense of humor when you're on a mission, hmm? Well, are you gonna come back here so we can recranialize that noodle while it's still al dente?
He can put us right back here.
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction. Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health potential.
That sounds great. But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools. Messy, yes, but not dangerous.
And so that's why, even though she is a girl, and we are good friends, she is not technically my girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My dad is never going to send me to this camp again. Where's Kitty? Never mind. I'll find her.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
I'm ready to go back into the field.
Okay, let's see if I remember exactly where you were.
Close enough, Griller. Close enough.
Hey, Boyd, why are you trying to burn down the asylum?
I am the milkman.
Yeah, are we supposed to burn it down? He's not throwing his thing. Maybe we're supposed to burn it down? He'll do it when he's ready.
I don't think it's Kitty's brain. You know, I hate to say it, but it is better groomed than the rest of the brains.
Thank you, all of you. You're all so kind. You make a girl so happy. Oh, you found my old trophy. I should really put that thing away before somebody hurts themselves on that gleaming metal claw-like part on the top. Say, would you like to hear the story of how I won that award, dear boy? Or are you trying to take it because you don't think I deserve it?
No, you deserve it.
I didn't take anything from you. I didn't ask to be famous. I just wanted you to love me. Hey!
What?
You're supposed to be dead! Ah!
Help Gloria control her mood swings.
Attack! No, wait! Don't listen to him! Retreat! Shut up, you fool! The battle is ours! Wellington is on the run! This is our moment of glory!
Oh, shut up, you loon.
The battle can't be won! We're gonna lose it!
I'm afraid you lost it years ago, Fred. Now pipe down over there. I am the orderly, and I run a quiet, peaceful, insane asylum. Understood? Oh, now, see? You've disrupted Mr. Tagley's art therapy session.
Le jeu de gloire est arrivé!
Whatever.
These boys are too young to die. I'm too young to die.
Excuse me, sir?
My name is Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, excuse me.
Behind you,
Mr. Bonaparte. Shh,
I only think I'm Napoleon Bonaparte. Do not listen to the weakling. He denies his lineage because he fears it. You'll have to excuse me. I'm busy losing a battle with my sanity here. For France! The sun is bright, the enemy is weak, and there is cheese back in the tent.
Oh, good move, mate.
Help Fred win the battle in his mind. Let's help Fred, chat.
Sacre bleu!
Sacre bleu! You did miss the milk, John Cravats. Good evening.
What's this? My lazy opponent is actually trying to win? He has sent in reinforcements. Well, well. Then let the game truly begin. Send in my best soldier. You! Destroy that bridge! For France!
For France! I hate your stupid bridge. This is how much I hate you. Ha ha! Suck on that bridge! Ah, yes. Now I shall go torment this poor peasant over here. Ha ha!
Oh man, now look. The bridge is broken and I can't move my pieces past it anymore. I quit. Napoleon, you win.
No, we don't forfeit. We're gonna beat you, Mr. Genetic Memory of Napoleon Bonaparte.
I like your je ne sais quoi, your joie de vivre. Maybe you will teach my long-legged nincompoop a lesson, eh? Alors. Hey, don't touch my pieces. That is cheating. Hey, don't touch my pieces. That is cheating.
Watch it. No.
I'm confused as to what exactly they're supposed to be doing in this area.
Watch it.
Oh, there were 10 snails. kill that. Alright, we're supposed to collect the snails. Alright.
Okay, snails, it's time to serve the cause.
So be it. If it is truly a time of war, then we are ready. We can no longer pull our heads into our shells and hide. We are, after all, armored warriors, and this is our land too. We may not be fast, but we always march upon the glittering path of righteousness, for we created ourselves from our hearts. Lead us onward, and let us eat holes in the leaves of Napoleon's garden.
Wow. Right on. Yes.
Alright. We have collected a snail ally. Now, how do we make ourselves big again is the question. Can we make ourselves big again? Must have Hannah. Someone must have signed off and gave us auto host. Welcome to anybody coming over from another channel. We are playing some Psychonauts this evening. This is a comically written what genre would you say this is? It's a single player story driven game is accurate. Adventure platformer. Right. Mario-esque is what we decided on last time, right? Alright, so I think we're supposed to bounce up here. Yeah, we bounced across too early, right? I needed to get bigger again back over there. But I'm not sure how to correct it now because we can't go across the water, right? Okay, that kind of had the desired result. It's like stopping me on the side and like grinding on it. Double jump and hold the button. Yeah, I've tried that several times. Does not appear to work. We can just bail out of this mine, right? This one's technically optional. We had a bug. We had another bug with
Am I sure I want to do this? Yes, I want to go back to the real world that badly.
It's not optional. Well, that's awkward.
Back to Russia with you. Sacre bleu! I have been hit! Don't leave me.
This is a way to get big again. You're not wrong.
Hey, don't touch my pieces. That is cheating.
She already got the snail, so I don't need to talk to this piece anymore because we already did it. So I probably want to go get pieces from other places. I would assume is what we're supposed to be doing.
Hello, I'm recruiting for the army of Fred Bonaparte, and...
Go away! Fred Bonaparte has forgotten the people, and we have forgotten him!
What? Fred loves the people. He was just telling me that some of his best friends are, the people.
He has abandoned us. He doesn't care if we live or die.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to Fred. I'll talk to him, and I'll prove to you that he cares about the common man, and that the fight is not meaningless.
I'll believe it when I hear it from him.
Hey! Ow!
Restore the hopeless peasant's faith in Fred. That move, is that what we're supposed to be doing? You hold the ball over your head. I remember having an aha moment with that last week. Was there a button I had to press that was different?
Hey!
I feel like there's a control I'm forgetting, but I've pressed all the buttons, I believe. Yeah, holding the button that triggers the ball doesn't do anything. Yeah, they definitely taught us the disco level.
Hello in there. Any carpenters home?
Go away, burglar.
I'm not a burglar. I'm a recruiter for Fred Bonaparte's army. We're a little light in our corps of engineers, see?
Listen, I know you're a burglar. I've been listening to your footsteps on my roof all night trying to break in. Why don't you just slide down the chimney? I got a nice fire going for you in here, Mr. Burglar.
Okay, if I'm a burglar, then how can I be down here talking to you and up on the roof at the same time?
Maybe you're a ventriloquist.
Listen, if I go see what's up on your roof and take care of it, will you come out and help fight Napoleon?
Maybe.
Good enough. Got it.
Alright, find a way onto the roof, eh? Can we get into this building? Look like it. There's a tightrope across. If we go up along this way. Okay. Yeah, we got it. It's the left trigger is accurate. I appreciate the lookup, though. You're fine, Vault. Goes this way. Grip. Getting married tomorrow, any advice? I don't know that. I think most good relationships remain pretty similar pre and post marriage. Unless you're suddenly going to living with each other. Have you lived with your significant other before getting married? That would be the one big differential. I guess not everybody does that. I think a lot of people do these days. There's a ladder I missed. From 6 years down? Yeah, you got it down. Just a piece of paper that lets you share your taxes. Find a way up there. I don't actually mind open world games too much, Jim. Like Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild and stuff have been a lot of fun. The replay factor on that one was one that just didn't click for me. don't think he really spoiled much. He was mostly filling my mechanics in. I don't know. I feel like, and this is, and I think Precipic understood this. In my opinion, if a game gates your progression by like someone telling you how the mechanics of the game work shouldn't be considered spoiling the game. I think your game kind of sucks if teaching someone how to play it means the game has been spoiled.
This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Probably should use the invisibility there.
Watch it!
Fred versus Crispin.
Okay, you can come out. Burglar's gone.
Wow. You're pretty tough for a ventriloquist. Okay, here I come. Just show me where there's some wood to work on, and I'll go to town.
Okay, so we're ready to get big again. I think we need to climb all the way out and talk to the big guy to try and convince him to convince the people to come out. The sun explodes 22 minutes into every cycle. Yeah, having your puzzle be time gated is rough.
Got it. Hey, Fred. The problem is people think you don't care.
What? I care.
Then lead them to victory, Milky Toast.
Shut up.
They think you don't care if they live or die.
What do they want from me? A notice on my official stationery that says I'd be sad if they died?
Yep.
Huh. Well, if that doesn't work...
Let me guess. You give up?
Bingo!
Ha! Another game at which I would surely defeat you.
Hey, you take that little victory.
Yeah, we checked out Undertale, Jin. Based on the current voting on the sub poll, I don't think we're gonna be visiting that one again. It was fine. It's cute. I agree with you that I don't understand quite why it would be on anybody's top games list, but to each their own.
Hey, I have an important message from your fearless leader.
Oh my god. He does care. He does. I knew it. Fred Bonaparte is the greatest leader of all time. I can't wait to die for his cause.
Well, you might not die. You might win.
Hey, he's a great leader, but he's still Fred. Okay, hurl my innocent bones into the cruel machine of war. I'm ready.
Hurl my bones into the cruel machine of war. Move the newly created piece next to his silver. It was fine. Like, I just don't like. I wouldn't describe Undertale as bad. I was willing to play it again. I just also wouldn't describe it as anything like revolutionary. Like, if you hadn't told me it was like a top game of all time, I would have just been like, sure. Can I not move them across the water? Oh, do I need him to fix it, probably?
Oh, now who went and broke my beautiful bridge? Don't worry, darling. I'll get you fixed up good as new in no time. Man, I am
Evening, Manny Fresh. We are resoundingly anti-fascist on this channel. If you're new, welcome to Huglandia. I do variety stuff 6 nights a week, Tuesday through Sunday. I take Monday nights off, and I play card games in the morning. For variety stuff in the evenings, we do a lot of single-player, story-driven games like this, as well as some turn-based strategy stuff.
Take that!
Die! I kill you!
Sacre bleu! I cannot believe it, Fred! You have accidentally done something right!
I have?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's still not enough. More manpower!
Oh, mon Dieu! I hate bridges! Ah! That is for killing my father! Bridge!
Hey, stop killing my bridges. You're making me mad.
Oh, this thing's in the way. Do we need to use the slug?
Man, this salt shaker is totally in the way. I'll bet the real Napoleon never had to worry about stuff like this.
Oh, now who went and broke my beautiful bridge? Don't worry, darling. I'll get you fixed up good as new in no time.
You did miss the Milkman Greenfield. As a trippy level. I'm a little sad we had to, like, do some random stuff in the middle, because I would totally clip that as a highlight, but Maybe I'll edit it on YouTube. Maybe I'll do some editing and upload it on its own, as its own clip. Wait, did we lose our piece? We have our carpenter and our slug. Did we lose the other guy? What, do we have to get more people out of here?
Hi. So, now that the guy is gone, I'm recruiting for Fred Bonaparte's army. And Fred really cares.
What's the pay?
What?
Well, this work's hazardous. I want hazard pay.
Well, I could talk to Fred.
Not for me, you understand. Has to take care of my family once I'm killed.
What's all this talk of death? We're going to win.
Yeah. You just come back when you get Fred to pay up.
How very... Find a way to secure a financial future for the peasant's poor family. Find out if Fred has ideas. Just buy them some bootstraps, right? Hey, Gnome, thanks for the 28 months of support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
So it's time to recruit some more troops.
Hey, no problem. I'll just write up some more I care notes.
How about writing a check, actually? Building an army is going to cost us a little.
I don't really have any money. Well, I did have this really valuable collector's coin. Passed down through generations from my father's father. Whatever. I haven't really seen it since I tried to melt it down. You what? I needed more weight in my Pinewood Derby racer. Not that it would have helped. The way I lost. Big surprise there. Hey, you found my super valuable rare coin.
Yeah. Can I have it?
Knock yourself out. I got enough memories of my dumb ancestors hanging around.
I'm recruiting for Fred Bonaparte's army, and Fred really cares.
What's the pay?
Hey, check out this coin I found.
Money! Oh, man! Well, I'm off to die in battle, dear, for an incompetent leader who'll never know my name. I hope you remarry well.
More of that negative talk.
Well...
Spend it all on scrap making supplies. He's gone nuts about that stuff. Part of the reason I'm so ready to die. Anyway, let's go.
Part of the reason I'm so ready to die.
I kill you!
Haha! Not bad, Fred. What? What I do? You're doing better than usual. And I hate to end the fun, but I guess it's time to put an end to this, as usual. Guard the bridge to the stronghold with your life!
None shall pass.
Hello. I'm recruiting soldiers for the army of the caring and generous Fred Bonaparte.
Weapon.
What?
Weapon. That's what I want. I'm not gonna die like the others, okay?
That's the spirit.
You get me my special musket, and I'll come out. I think I left it buried in some hay in that heavily guarded building over there.
No, no.
Then I'll sign up and kill me some Napoleon lovers. Got it?
Be right back.
This person gets it, chat. They'll fight, they just don't want to do it unarmed. Where did he tell me to go? Was it this the one over that away now? Was this where I ended up earlier that I shouldn't have been? Probably go in through here.
Got it. Hey! Yep.
I was hoping to go in through here. Oh, maybe? Can you go in through there? Did I miss a ladder or something? I must have missed a ladder or something. Knew there was something we could grab. That's quite the landing.
I need the purse tag here. I need the purse tag here.
Whale poop. Can I land up over there? Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it's just optional stuff in here. Well, there's... Hey, evening Pecan. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Bastion next week, and then probably Transistor the week after. Zazu, thank you for the 20 months of Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, I've heard really good things about them. Oh, am I supposed to go over this way? Well, at the very least, there's a pig over here. Fred versus Napoleon. If we remain stuck, I will request assistance.
Watch it.
Yes, they really do. Yeah, what am I missing here? Oh, ladder. Can I not get in here? That's just optional? Alright, yeah, if anybody's played before and knows what I'm missing here and wants to point me in the right direction, I'd rather not continue to fumble. It's the obvious thing that I am missing. Well, I can throw the cannons. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah, I saw the come. I'm gonna deal with this idiot first. Hey, there's a thing over here. And a tag.
Got it.
To the left, there's a building, not the trapeze thing. Yeah, there's people up top there, so I assume we want to get on the ceiling somehow. And, like, there's a flagpole with a tightrope over here. Is this what you're referring to? I saw this earlier. I don't know how to get up to it, though. There's nothing to grab on... Oh, wait. Famad can take care of that. No, that's click the ban button, please. I'm curious now. Gosh, what a sad life. I really hope whatever is so terrible in that person's life that coming into someone's Twitch chat that they're never gonna meet and spewing hate like that is what they spend their Friday night doing. Their life has to be pretty miserable. Hopefully, they find the help they need and improve their lives. Life's short, chat. Don't be bitter. Yeah, I mean, the thing that compels people to behave like that on the internet is because they're in a bad place in actuality. There's also probably a strong chance that they're a Trump supporter, and that's part of the reason why they're coming in here and spewing that. Which, again, to end up being a Trump supporter, you're either a millionaire, stupid, or in a bad place in life, so, you know, any of the above. You can swing to the top fence. I feel like we're just stuck here. I don't know what exactly we're supposed to do. Go inside the building. We've done everything inside the building, I believe. Can I grab onto here? It doesn't appear that I can grab onto here. Alright, what are we supposed to be doing in here? Can we move these out of the way? Oh, can we light this on fire? No? Oh! That's the thing. Okay, and then we go up the flagpole. Damn it! Ledge BS is appropriately named. At least we have a goal now, huh? He didn't grab the flagpole when we walked right up to it. Existence is suffering, chat.
No, 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 no.
That's true. It's quick 30 seconds right back up. Alright, and then am I supposed to like bounce up over this thing in the middle without falling off, or am I supposed to jump and grab that? Am I supposed to roll over the top with the ball or bounce and grab the yellow thing? Alright, I think I've got like one more try in me before we call it a night. We'll try and bounce up over the middle this time. I feel like I must be missing something. Because it doesn't look like we can make that jump. It doesn't look like we can bounce up over the middle of it. It doesn't look like the right way. I don't appear to be able to bounce up over the middle. Hello, lovely wife.
Dad?
A weak little girl.
It's past my mom's bedtime. What are you doing? Still streaming?
I think we're about to be done, so your mom can sleep. Because you're still awake. Yes, are you precious?
Yeah, baby girls don't sleep. What do you think this is?
The guide says ball roll into float. Alright. Nope, I got nothing. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I don't know if we're gonna finish this one. The second half's had levels. Someone else laughed and said when I said I thought we were gonna try and finish this tonight. And I think I get why the second half has definitely had more progression gates and yeah, like the precision required here isn't super interesting. We hit the milkman at least. I'm gonna try one more time and then they had a rocky development at the end. Yeah, the first half was really great. The progression gates for whatever we got through that, but Like, this is, No, yeah. Alright, I'm signing off. I will be back, tomorrow morning with, I'll be back tomorrow morning with, some Runeterra into some Hack City, which is a indie game that we have played once before. I'll be back tomorrow night and Sunday night with, Horizon Zero Dawn and then Zelda Breath of the Wild for folks that enjoy the variety stuff. I might put this, I'm going to put this one on one of the weekly polls, not for next week, obviously, because that one's already up. So if you're a sub and you want to have input on some of the variety games we're going to do next week, you can vote on that. It's linked in the subscriber Discord server in the announcements channel. I'm going to pull the final tallies off of that tomorrow afternoon to decide what the final schedule is for next week. And then this one, if subs want to bring it back, I'll have it on a poll probably for the following week. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll catch all y'all around later. If you missed the Milkman scene, it'll be up on YouTube this evening, as always.